That fight was largely dominated by Strickland. This one against Du Plessis, absolutely not the case. This was a war, a competitive fight, back and forth over the course of 5 rounds. I do think, watching it live from cage side, that Du Plessis deserved the win, but there is certainly an argument for Strickland here too, and anyone saying that they thought he won, I don't really argue with them too much. I think there is certainly a case to be made there, but if you're using words like robbery and rigged and things like that, that is clearly not the case. This was just a close, competitive fight. Blood in there, cuts in there, some big moments. I don't really have a big issue with how this was scored and how the result is. I'm sure Strickland and his team much more disappointed since they were the one that saw their reign come to an end. But for Strickland, I think this was a valuable fight for him once again. He did not turn on the gas as much as he should have in some of those middle rounds, and if he just did a little bit more, I think he is leaving Toronto still as the UFC middleweight
Joe
champion.
Rogan surprise judges awarded Dricus Du Plessis win over Sean Strickland at UFC 297. Joe Rogan didn't expect Dricus Du Plessis to beat Sean Strickland when the scorecards were being read out. Strickland started out strong when he pumped out his jab to full effect. But as the fight went on, Du Plessis rallied, doing enough to sway the judges in his favor. The outcome yielded mixed reactions, and Rogan appeared to think Strickland should have won. "Wow, interesting, very interesting," Rogan said on his JRE Fight Companion. "I wonder how the people online feel about that, because we're not scoring it while we're watching it, we're just having fun. Were we wrong? Listen, 4th round, Du Plessis did awesome. How about him vs. Khamzat Chimaev, UFC 300? All 3 judges agreed on the scoring of every round except the 3rd, which was the deciding factor for Du Plessis. Rogan thinks Strickland had the stronger close to the fight. "I definitely think Du Plessis won the 4th, but do you think he won the 5th? I don't know, man," Rogan said. "The 5th seemed like it was Sean was landing more shots." During the post-fight news conference, Dana White was asked about what's next for Du Plessis and if UFC 300 is a possibility for his first title defense. Du Plessis called out former champion Israel Adesanya, but if Adesanya isn't ready, Rogan wouldn't mind seeing a rematch between Du Plessis and Strickland. "Why not? If Adesanya can't make it, listen, that's a good fight," Rogan said. "A rematch? That's a good fight. That's a very quick turnaround for either one of these guys, though. If you have a split decision loss, that is one of the best indications that it was a close fight. The kind of fights you want to see a rematch on are the ones that are close fights. If Izzy can't, that as a rematch is very compelling."